Hey there, everyone. I'm Dr. L. This is True Purpose Health, and today we're going to be talking about the top 3 things that you can do to lose weight quickly. So, number 1 is actually pretty straightforward. Cut out all the junk. Now, a lot of people are eating a lot of junk, like they're drinking a lot of soda pop, they're drinking a lot of other caffeinated beverages, not really considering coffee or tea, but the unhealthy stuff that has a lot of sugar. They're eating a lot of junk food, things that are high in calories, processed. If you find that you cut down on that junk food, you're going to lose a substantial amount of weight. Now, obviously, this is for people who are already eating junk food, people who aren't really doing too much as far as taking advantage of improving their health, or if you're just getting started. So this is going to have the biggest impact coming right out the gate. So just keep an eye on the things that you are eating and obviously cut out all the things that you shouldn't be. Number 2 is going to be something called intermittent fasting. So this kind of goes in line with food and what you're eating. Now, intermittent fasting can be done in various ways. But ultimately, the premise is that you have a substantial window of time or a large window of time where you're not eating. So ideally, the place to start is around 12 hours. So if you can go 12 hours of fasting, 12 hours of not eating any food, that's going to be a great starting point to help you lose weight and lose weight quickly. Now, there's a lot of other benefits that are associated to intermittent fasting. There's, energy improvement, there's concentration improvement, immune system improvement, brain health, a lot of things that actually get better with intermittent fasting. And like I said, lots of ways to do it. So a great starting point is 12 hours. And personally, the best time to do it is while you're sleeping. So just kind of take advantage of that. But add a couple extra hours when you're awake. What I personally do, I actually do intermittent fasting. I have a 16-hour window. So you can get up to as large as, like, the sweet spot is considered 16 hours. You can go as much as 20 hours. I'm not a huge advocate of that, but if you want to try that, go for it. But 16 hours gives you a nice solid window. That's where a lot of the benefits tend to take place. During that, the final couple hours there between 14 and 16 hours is where you see a big boost in your weight loss, a big boost in your metabolism, a big boost in all the benefits that you're looking for as far as losing weight. Now, there's a lot of other things that make this a little bit easier. I kind of call it the easy option, or the lazy person's way to lose weight, because you're actually saving on quite a bit of things. You're saving on time, right? You have to make one less meal. Usually you kind of cut out one of your meals. You're saving money because you have to pay for one less meal. And you're saving time because you have to prepare one less meal. You have to wash, fewer dishes and things like that. So it's a really easy way to just kind of add this in, and you can start to lose weight fairly quickly. What I personally do is I stop eating at 8 p.m. and then I start eating again the next day at 12 in the afternoon at lunchtime. So I only eat 2 meals per day. So I eat lunch and I eat dinner. Obviously, you want to make sure that you're not going to overeat during those meals. Otherwise, it kind of works against you a little bit as far as the weight loss. But intermittent fasting, fantastic option to lose weight very quickly. And then option number 3 is going to be high intensity interval training. Now, this can mean a lot of different things. You can utilize different training tactics. You can do cardio, you can do strength training, you can do body weight training. You can do whatever it is that you like to do, but the entire premise or the entire objective of this training is to get your heart rate really high, then take a little break, let your heart rate come back down, then get your heart rate really high again, and then let it come back down, and so on and so forth. So you're doing this in short intervals of very intense activity. One of my personal favorites is running. Obviously, if you don't like to run, then you can do something else. But running is a great way to do this. I do sprinting, so I would do, and you can play with the timing a little bit. So what I personally like to do is I'll do about 30 seconds of sprinting. So I'll try and sprint not as fast as I can, but maybe somewhere in that 70 to 90% of as hard as I can. So I'm really putting forth a lot of energy, a lot of effort, and I'm getting really tired. So I'll run as fast as I can for about 30 seconds. Then I'll take a 30-second break, and then I'll do it again. And you can repeat that a couple of times. I like to do that about 5 cycles. So I'm getting a pretty good workout. I'm only really working 2.5 minutes. The entire workout is 5 minutes, and then you can go on with the rest of your day. An ideal time to do that I utilize is in the morning. And if you kind of combine this with the intermittent fasting, as I do, if you do this during your fasting window, it only catapults your weight loss potential there. So you end up losing a lot more weight. You're building up your metabolism, boosting it up quite a bit higher, burning more energy. Everything is pretty great there. So like I said, there's a couple ways that you can utilize it as far as the timing interval. You could do like a 1-to-1, like I do, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds break. If that's actually fairly intense. You can up the intensity. You can go 30 seconds on, 15-second break. So think of it like a 2-to-1 sort of thing. That's really challenging, really difficult. So I only recommend that you do that if you know what you're doing, if you're experienced and you're able to handle it. What I would recommend for people who are starting out is something more of like a 1-to-2 or maybe even like 1-to-3. So if you're going to do 30 seconds of sprinting, you could do like a minute to a minute and a half of a rest. So you really give yourself a chance to kind of bring that heart rate down, take a little bit of a break, and then go back and do it again. So if you're just starting out, I'd recommend 30 seconds on, or if you want to go 15, if 30 seconds is too long, 15 seconds on, and then 2 to 3 times that much as a break. So as I mentioned, cardio is a really easy way to do it. You can also do strength training, right? You can lift weights, do whatever exercise it is that you want to do. You can do kettlebell exercises. You can do barbell exercises, dumbbell exercises. Squats are fantastic. All right, bodyweight exercises. If you want to do squats, if you want to do jumping jacks, if you want to do burpees, whatever it is that you want to do, make sure that you are doing it at a high intensity. Do it for time, don't do it for reps. And then you take a break, right? So the same timing interval works that we just talked about as far as the cardio. So ultimately, the premise of these 3 highly effective tactics for losing weight and losing weight fast are basically the principle of eat less, move more, right? That's ultimately how you're going to be losing weight, is you want to be using more calories than you're taking in. And we address that with number 1. A lot of times those junk foods or those things that are not healthy, not the best foods to be eating, are very, very high in calories, and ultimately we end up storing that as fat, and that ends up leading to weight gain. So for your best chances of losing weight and losing weight quickly, I recommend you combine all these 3 things together, and that's just gonna let your results fly through the ceiling here. You're gonna catapult your results. You're gonna see massive changes, phenomenal weight loss. Also keep in mind that there's the health component, right? Obviously weight loss is not maybe not the healthiest component, or not the biggest component in health. There's other factors that need to be taken into consideration, right? You got to make sure you're drinking enough water, getting your vitamins and minerals that you need, all the proper nutrients, and you got to make sure that your body's healthy. So, but weight loss is a great place to start. So, do me a favor, go ahead and join us in the comments. Let me know which one of these 3 tactics is your favorite, or which one of these 3 are you going to utilize, or if you're going to utilize all 3, let us know. And also let us know what timing interval you like as far as the high intensity intervals, as far as the intermittent fasting. Share that with everyone. I'm sure everyone wants to know, and the more people share, the more people see that there are different options out there, and different options work for people. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel so we can keep bringing you more awesome content, and I will see you next time.